Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Noaina Mesara binti Samizi, and today I will be presenting my individual assignment and ethical analysis of labor practice and human rights at Top Glove Corporation Berhad. This presentation explores the intersection of business operation, ethical theory, and strategic management. First, let's look at the background. Top Glove Corporation Berhad is the world's largest rubber glove manufacturer, holding a 26% global market share. With over 50 factories and billions of units produced annually, the company experienced a massive surge in demand and profit during the COVID-19 pandemic. However, this context led to a crisis where Top Glove became the center of global ethical controversy regarding worker exploitation. Moving on the major ethical issue, the main problem was systemic forced labor and migrant worker exploitation. According to key indicators from the ILO, this enveloped debt bondage where workers paid high recruitment fees to third-party agents. There was also exercise overtime, with workers working beyond the legal limit of 104 hours per month. Furthermore, the Teratai cluster incident exposed substandard housing and poor living conditions. The impact of this was a US CBP import ban under a White-Hot release order. Next, we apply utilitarianism. This theory focuses on the greatest good for the greatest number. In our analysis, management justified high production for PPE supply and shareholder profit. However, the reality is that the pain of 21,000 exploited workers and the 1.5 billion ringgit loss in market value resulted in net negative utility. Ultimately, the long-term damage outweighed short-term finance gains. Following that is deontology or Kantian ethics, which is about duty-based morality and human dignity. Our analysis shows that according to the categorical imperative, humans should never be treated merely as a mean to end. Top Glove fails its moral duty by treating migrant workers as disposable tools and violate their autonomy through debt bondage and movement restrictions. Now, let's discuss management concept. Under stakeholder theory, the failure to balance the employee stakeholder group led to backlash from regulator, investor, and NGO. Regarding corporate social responsibility, CSR, there was a failure in the social and governance pillar, forcing a transition from proactive ethical management to reactive remediation. We must remember that CSR is about how money is made, not just philanthropy. This brings me to my purpose framework, Human First Ethical Labor Excellence or HEAL. The objective is to eliminate forced labor indicator and institutionalize ethical standards. It is based on the principle of theory of justice and virtue ethics. The core policy is a global zero-cost recruitment policy where the company bears 100% of costs. To explain the components and SOP, first is Passport 17, where worker retain custody of document in individual locker. Second is voluntary overtime, managed via digital verification in native language. We will use the plus decision model, focusing on policy, legal, universal, and self. Finally, we will have monitoring through independent third party social audit by GS, or Intertech and Native Language Town Hall. Regarding the implementation, we have a 12-month plan covering fee remediation, housing upgrade, and obtaining SA 8000 certification. The expected outcome include the removal of treatment and restoration of global market access, as well as higher worker morale and productivity. This will result in stronger ESG rating to attract institutional investors. In conclusion, ethical negligence lead to strategic disaster, and social sustainability is vital for finance success. My personal reflection is that business ethics is the conscience of an organization, and protecting the most vulnerable is a moral imperative for any future leader. That's all from me. Thank you very much for your time and attention.